Hey, hey everyone.
Hello. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Linked Past Randomizer League. Apologies for the late start, but we're watching a excellent Game 5 matchup between Acai, featuring VGF Taylor and Dixon, and Pasta Picanha, featuring James FNX and Tepidino. My name is Zeke, and joining me in the commentary booth today is Willard J. Bradley.
I am here. Give us just a second.
Co-op Retrance. Co-op Retrance is a fun mode.
Yeah. It's a great one. It was a and then a heck of a time playing it, and then even hecker of a time racing it, I would say.
It was one of my favorite weeks to race, so...
Well, yeah, I agree. Well, yeah, I mean, just co-op weeks are always a blast. I think they're always my favorite modes in any league season. Just getting to hang out with your buds and learn the modes and stuff.
Agreed.
And I do think Retrance worked a lot better as a cross keys co-op compared to regular key sanity or cross keys. Just not having to keep track of every single little key was such a nice change.
Right, and it looks like our feed is back, Willard. So, due to a couple of technical difficulties on our end, we're a little late. So let's just get right into this, Willard.
Yeah, we did it. Okay.
Early red mail, not exactly my favorite thing to see in entrance.
Yeah, it's kind of frustrating because you're like wanting to consider death warps and potential save scums and stuff like that. It's not as bad in Retrance because you could always just go buy more keys, but I think most people would rather have a sword or two more than having a mail upgrade. At least I would.
I'm okay with red mail if I get an early mirror.
Well, yeah. Anytime you don't have to worry about death warps, then yeah.
Meanwhile, Past Picanha has found the Pegasus boots, and again, due to technical difficulties, we don't know where. So, Acai will have to surprise us with that eventually.
I gotta say, if there's any mode to like jump in 8 minutes into and try and figure out what happened,
this isn't
this is the worst one, but we'll work with what we got.
Yeah. Two fantastic teams here too. Stupid Bunny connects to the waterfall.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. We didn't get too many game fives so far this league. I think this is our third one, maybe.
Yeah.
Third total, and second, I think, in the open league. So this is it's a pretty big spot. I mean, this moves on. Whoever wins this will move on to, I think, top 8, and would be basically one set away from making it into invitationals. So it's kind of a big one.
Yeah, I believe how it works is if Past Picanha wins, they move on to top 8 and play Farm Friends, and if Acai wins, they move on to top 8 and play Amish Paradise.
That is correct.
So,
yeah, it's crazy that we have still this game to determine like 3 of our matchups, or all of our matchups in one part of the bracket, while the other bracket is already like 3 games deep.
It's great. Laser Bridge is at Eastern, and I believe we read that there was something here, a lamp, I think?
A lamp? Hey, there it is. Early lamp is always a good deal. Early, I had a bottle too. And a laser to the side of the head.
The laser to the side of the head might not be the best thing, but I will always take early fire source, even if it's just a lamp.
Pedestal is confirmed dead.
Pedestal is confirmed dead.
Yeah,
Well,
Peace Heart.
always nice.
Always nice. It's good to get that information out of the way early. And that's the thing I love of co-op as well, is just that, you can have one player do... It's always about this kind of back and forth between players doing the bad plays just so that their teammate doesn't have to do it. Such as, like, going out of your way to check pedestal, or, potentially having to beat Aga Tower to go do something. I don't think Taylor's beaten Aga Tower yet.
I remember in one of my races, found Spiral Cave in a bad location and took it because I knew my teammate could get there, get other stuff. So, just as continued examples of bad plays that can be made.
Yeah.
And Hookshot Cave, not, I guess, with much goods, but Tepidino did find a Master Sword.
Master Sword's good.
We're one step closer to Aga you were talking about, I guess.
Yeah, that's the other thing about, Universal Keys, is that plays like Aga is in logic a lot sooner than you think. I mean, you just a sword, cape, and lamp away. I mean, I guess it's just kind of like your standard modes.
Speaking of Spiral Cave, but we didn't, because we got started late, we didn't get to talk much about Retro. Retro does mean all of our key logic, small key logic at least, is basically gone.
Mm-hmm.
Which makes one of the most interesting ones is it makes dungeon dives actually a little more lucrative early. Especially if you have the keys.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's tough because, like, you find Palace of Darkness, and you're like, okay, I'm going to go use all of my keys just to clear this. Or to see as much as I can get in here, because so much of the dungeon is available as soon as you enter.
I mean, I just assume there's another, like, 2 keys in there, but...
Yeah, that's true. So, like, these runners are going to have to not only help each other keep track of items, but it's also important to make sure that both runners are staying stocked up on keys. I know during my practice or during my week 4, I was constantly asking JP, or DT, how many keys you got? Just, how many you got? And making sure to mark where the shops were, so you can go buy some more.
Yeah, Ruby and I were the same, so... we got a glove in Spiral Cave. That's kind of not great.
That's fantastic. What do you mean?
Both
runners have the glove now, right?
Yeah, both runners have the glove. And at least it didn't feel as bad because that team had the boots.
So, where were the boots again? The boots were in Paradise. Okay, VGF Taylor's about to pick up the boots in here, I believe. And then we'll pass that information along to their teammate, who will then immediately go get those.
Actually, I think Dixon passed the information to Taylor. He does have the boots in-game, so...
Gotcha.
Yeah, if you thought we were frazzled from the late start, shout out to Iceman and Sayer, you're trying to catch up on this.
Yeah, jeez. It's, we're having fun here. Also, welcome everybody from SpeedGaming 3. We're having a blast. We're playing we're watching some retro cross keys co-op with big money on the line.
Yeah, this is a high-impact game.
Because, I mean, compared to Invitational, like, these players are fighting for their chance to move up into the Invitational. Invitational players are just like, oh, I want a little accolade next to my name. I want a custom Discord role. These players are trying to move up.
Yeah. I mean, that doesn't discount the Invitational playoffs at all.
Oh, I know. I'm being facetious. It's not just because I just got booted from it. That's not it at all. I would never be upset about something like that.
I mean, at least you had the chance. Anyways.
We were saying earlier that these teams are moving on to... The winner of this moves on to the round of 8, and then the winner... They would still have to win one more set, one more best of 3 to potentially make it into the Invitational. So it's going to be really crazy to see how that turns out, who's going to make it in. It's one of the things I really enjoy about League is the whole Invitational relegation portion of it. The stakes are so high.
I don't know. I didn't like the relegation portion when it was still at risk.
Well, that's fair. You had a bit of a more exciting time with that.
But oh, Tapadino's gonna hover for this big key.
Do it. Do it. Hey, which one is it though?
Turtle Rock.
Rock.
That's actually a good one to have too. I'll be honest. I was kind of hoping it was like Skull Woods. But this is also going to be information on how to put this in logic.
Yeah, it's a good find. Let's see. It takes us. Oh, okay, so it's just
The answer's
flipper locked.
Flipper locked.
Or some sort of weird pop out of Ice Palace and mirror to get in there kind of nonsense.
I prefer thinking simple terms.
We'll just yeah.
Until proven otherwise, it's flipper locked.
Sometimes those early sequence breaks can be really big. Like, I know I always tend to go for like the fake flipper stuff whenever I can, and especially with how early these boots are, I would definitely go in for it. So checking that, even from like, from the Lake Highlight area, just hop in the water and go check that would have got you a good TR big. I just realized that we're still looking for a moon pearl.
That glove pickup leads us to the well here in Sanctuary.
Maybe we'll find our moon pearl here.
Also, a little odd. We actually got spit out on Desert Ledge.
Ooh, we found a hype cave with some flippers. There you go. Perfect timing.
It's the logic.
There's a map, there's a compass, there's a hook shot, and a powder. So hook shot, back of the well, behind the glove, and a powder at hype cave behind a glove rock on Desert Ledge.
So those gloves are just raking in the profit now, aren't they?
Did we see Magic Bat yet? I don't remember.
I don't remember. I know that. I don't know what's where, other than I know Ganon is in the CAC well.
Okay, that's good.
Because I did pay some attention while we were getting tech problems fixed to.
When you're playing cross keys, what do you prefer? Do you like a vanilla Ganon, or do you like a free Ganon?
I like Ganon to either be vanilla or behind either the glove or the hammer. So, Magic Bat or Sanctuary.
Mm-hmm. Why those two specifically?
Because I want the well to have as many chances to not be in the tree as possible, but also be early accessible.
I feel like anytime GT climb is required, it's like I'm relaxed. I'm relaxing a lot more because I've definitely had plenty of cross key seeds come down to a GT climb that was either not required or definitely required, and I either did or did not do it and suffered for it.
I think the one race you and I've had was down to that.
Yeah, I believe it.
So Acai's found the glove. Retrance, it's hard to keep track when you start at the beginning with us.
And it looks like past the Picanha, just players swapping places, doing what the other one did, picking up all the goodies.
I mean, hookshot.
You can't say no to that. Let's see what we got in Hookshot Cave. We got some money, we got a compass. Anything else? $1. Wow.
Wow, $1.
Wow.
The book was in the back tavern. Okay, kind of nice to have. Since James has that, it does mean he'll be able to check this Desert Palace entrance while he's here as well.
You never know what you're gonna find. So we've got, what dungeons have we seen so far? We've seen Desert.
I've seen Tower of Hera. I don't remember where it was.
We saw Laser Bridge.
We've seen Skull Woods Front.
Mm-hmm. Well, that, I mean, yeah. I mean, we know where that is, usually.
Desert Main is the Old Man Rescue Cave. Can I also mention it's a little disorienting to have a Link on one side and a Super Bunny sprite on the other?
No, it's fine.
Because
it's pretty normal.
It threw me for a second. Why wasn't Taylor just continuing on? But he's a bunny.
Okay, we're up on the mountain now, so we can find some goodies in here. a lot of entrances up here, and plus that hookshot means we have access to East Death Mountain as well.
Yeah, so it's like 11 entrances up here.
Surely we'll find some goodies. We'll find some dungeons. We'll find that Moon Pearl that we're still looking for.
Show me Thieves Town, honestly.
Dixon's in Thieves Town right now.
Oh, so he is. 4 screens. 4 screens, 2 eyes.
You do the math.
So in that case, show me, I don't know, the Palace of Darkness.
I want to see Misery Mire.
Misery Mire would be pretty good, actually, yeah.
I mean, you got a fire source, you got the big key. You have everything but Samaria, so you could do quite a bit in there. And in Key Sanity, Mire's it's not a terrible dungeon to dip in. Oh, there it is.
Mire!
That wasn't on the mountain, though. That was at Eastern.
There's the Death Mountain Descent Cave. Half magic on top of Spec Rock. And Tepidino is going to go pay the fish we don't want to pay in this mode.
Oh yeah, I think that's one of the worst parts about this mode is trying to route in Zora efficiently so that you can save scum. Like every time I'm about to go to Zora, I'm hoping Waterfall Cave is a dungeon so I can set up the Death Warp. So I can set up the save scum. Like I go in there, die, save, continue, go to Zora, get nothing, reset. Ooh.
That's the thing. I can't tell exactly which color stick that is.
It looks like a rod of ice, if I had to guess.
Yeah. So, and trackers are confirming ice rod, so potentially required. We don't know yet.
And it looks like James found Palace of Darkness up on the mountain with a moon pearl in it.
I did call for Palace of Darkness.
You did do that.
The one unfortunate thing is we don't have a bow. What's in our bottle?
I believe it is a green goo that is in our bottle. So we could see a potion glitch if potential.
And I don't know what the status on these players' mimic clip is either.
Looks like James is going to skip the rest of the front and go straight to the back. I mean, there's not really, like, aside from the boss and the 2 chests on the right, that's the only thing that's actually bow locked in here, so maybe we'll find a bow in the back. But, and James did buy his arrows, so...
So if he does find the bow, he can get through the bow lock easily enough. But most importantly, we found the Moon Pearl.
Yeah, that's the big one. So that's why Tepidino is immediately finding the Old Man Rescue Cave, heading up the mountain. You get that Moon Pearl, and then all of a sudden, like, most of the game is over to you until you find a mirror, or, you know, mitts and flute. Those are the other 3 things that we're looking for. There's the hammer and pod.
Of course it is. So if there is a bow in here, we can... If there's a hammer and a big key in here, we can clear the dungeon.
We got the big key already, so yeah, we just need that bow. Alright, let's see this hammer jump. James is down to only a single key left. So even if he did... Oh, just barely.
Pixel too low.
Yeah. I thought the floor was going to fall up underneath him and his bomb was going to despawn just at the last second. But what was that Dixon just picked up in the Meyer Big... And a text box. Oh, there's the flute! That's far more important than a compass.
The flute is nice, because that means Dixon has an easy way up to the top. Unfortunately, he does not have the health to pick up Spike Chest.
Yeah, okay, James picks up Cape in the big chest and Mitts in the dark maze, so...
So, hey, Palace of Darkness with the goods today.
Yeah. Also, man, I can't tell you the amount of times I've been in that situation that Dixon was in, where it's like, I need to get this Spike Chest. I don't have enough health. What do I do? And more often than not, the answer is die. Yeah. Cry and die.
Yeah. Unfortunately, so end up taking a death going to bridge chest. So this wizard does not want to play nice, does he?
Yeah, he was having trouble with that one earlier as well, just relying on sword beams. They can't be trusted. So yeah, I mean, if James and eventually Tepdino head to Meyer at some point in the Eastern Palace area, get that flute, then yeah, we're really just a mirror away from having access to pretty much
the game.
Every entrance, minus medallion blocks.
I don't think James did Stealthos Basement.
I don't think so. Unless he just went back in and did it. Oh, there's Ether in the spike chest in Meyer. Because
okay.
I remember him went up, he bombed the little bridge arena, then went to the back, did all that, death warped. Did he not go back in? He might not have gone back in. That could be that.
Oh, Tepe. I'm excited. This hover is cool.
Isn't this also like one of the technically hardest hovers in the game?
One of them, I believe. You do not see this one often. I actually only know like a handful of people who can do this hover. And yes, one of them is Andy. We found the floodgate on the mountain too.
Oh, nice.
Tepdino gave it a couple tries. Respectable.
Yeah, good effort. Good effort.
And also respectable knowing when to stop. I like that upward bomb to kill the Helma.
Yeah, it almost looks like a mistake, but then you're just like, no, I meant to do that. It was to kill the Helma, duh.
Fairy Ascension top at Fairy Ascension bottom.
The thing that's been interesting about this seed, and one of the things that I know generally you try and avoid, or hope to avoid in co-ops, is just following in each other's footsteps, but James finding so many good things in pod, like, obviously you gotta go here first.
Okay, one thing to note, Taylor found pod with low keys, and so could not get to the back.
Ooh,
or chose not to go to the back.
I'm surprised we didn't see any potion glitches or mimic clips.
I mean, Tepdino's still there.
To me, those are like just some super standard options, and especially in entrance shuffle. Like, if I find pod at the beginning of the seed, the first thing I do is check Shooter Room and then go mimic clip. And sometimes it pays out. Most of the time it doesn't. But sometimes it pays out.
I mean, have you ever pulled the bow in right side pod?
Yes. Sure
It's
have.
funny.
It is funny.
Hey, we'll get another chance to see what's in... actually, no, we won't. But I was like, we'll see another chance to get my bitches. But no, it probably was a compass.
I think my most recent funny was I was racing cross keys and I mimic clipped GT and got a bow upstairs.
Cute.
And you just laugh at it. That's all there is to it.
It's a GT key, so that's on the table now.
So yeah, Tepdino did drop down. It was just a buck, but yeah, no mimic clips from either of them, and I don't think Tepdino went and did the dam in that case.
Might just be a case of we don't have swamp yet. It's better to start splitting up information.
Yeah. Now the question is, when are these runners going to get over to Meyer, and when are Acai going to get up the mountain? I mean, fortunately for them, they don't have to worry about going through the desert main entrance to get up the mountains. It's all okay. Dixon's already up here.
I was gonna say, it looks like Dixon's
right
doing a great job finding everything we want to do as we're saying it.
Oh, and didn't someone say that Taylor was in pod but didn't have keys for it?
Yeah, I did.
Who are you?
Yeah. Taylor went in, didn't have enough keys, therefore left his hammer in the back.
6 keys for Dixon. That's nuts.
You could clear pod with that.
Quit hoarding all the keys. Give some to your teammate. Man, could you imagine there's like some way you like both runners can go into like a one of the huts and it's like a trading hut and you can trade items back and forth. Now I'm just thinking we're like trading Pokemon or something.
Yeah, insert your Game Link cable.
Yeah, I gotta hook up that cable link. I remember those days.
Me too.
So I don't know if James got anything of value out of this Hyrule Castle play, but...
That depends. Do you like 10 bombs?
Ooh, 10 bombs can go a long way, though.
They can.
But at the end of the day, it's, normally in a solo race, you clear a dungeon like that and find out, then you're like, oh man, that sucks.
In this situation, you'd go, ooh, that's the thing we've done in Hyrule Castle.
I was like, big key there, because I know Passive Connie didn't pick that up. I don't think. No, they didn't. The Skullwoods one that was in the vanilla Big Key chest and pod, but then it ended up being Skullwoods, which is not as important.
Well, speaking of Skullwoods, there it is up on Dark Death Mountain.
Spooky. Come on, James, you can do it with the lamp.
I blind clear with a lamp. He has 2 keys. I think he was trying to decide what his situation was. All right. Hey, we got our potion cliff.
There it is. Let's see what we get.
I've been dying to know what's over here.
Show me the goods.
I mean, Pod already showed us the goods.
That's true. So there's no way it's gonna have more goods, right?
What else could you want? A bow?
Yes. Nor a mirror. This is the thing. This check right here could be game changing. Oh, 1 small key and
2 small keys.
The dream.
I told you. There's always at least 2 small keys in Palace of Darkness.
Ah, okay. The legend is true then. Hey, I mean that's $200 you got right there. It's $200 you have to spend later.
That's also net. Basically a net, like, -2 is all for this dungeon, then. Meanwhile, BGF Taylor is giving us a coffee break.
Question, where were the 2 tunic upgrades? Because I see nobody else has tunics.
I don't know. That was in the first 8 minutes.
Is that actually a red tunic, or is that just the sprite?
Having seen the damage that Taylor's taken, that's a red tunic.
Nope.
We put those mold arms in timeout there, didn't we?
Green pennant was... I wasn't looking. Give it to me again, Saw. Ooh, red cane.
Okay.
That's a good find.
That means that Past Picanha knows where the red cane is and can take it into Mire.
Swamp green pendant, got it. Good to know. Yeah, unfortunately, James was gonna go outer the bunny beam in the next room, but I think got either Moldormed or Gibdoed right away. So gonna have to go through this again.
It's unfortunate, but...
I mean, this is also one of those cases where, you want to clear this just so you can tell your teammate, oh yeah, this was a pendant. You don't have to do this. Or yes, this was a crystal. You have to do this.
And also because it's in a terrible spot.
Yeah.
And there's a Turtle Rock entrance. Turtle Rock West, or as I affectionately refer to it, the laser firing squad.
Laser firing squad. That's good. So, Taylor now getting information about the Mist Hammer and Pod, so we'll probably want to go back for that soon, but taking out Moldorm here shortly.
It'd actually be really nice on us. Ooh, we angered the worm.
Angered? What do we got? $20 from Moldorm. Thanks, Moldorm.
And a crystal. Thanks, Moldorm.
Thanks, Moldorm.
And we've made it to Moth, and Lava Chest today is just a piece part, so that does mean James can steal the key for adding to his counter.
Alright, I want to see this hammer moth. That's not a hammer, that's a key. That's okay. When you got magic to burn, you might as well burn it.
I mean, it worked out, stayed safe, and in a moth fight with Master Sword, that's actually...
It was a pendant. That's good. That's good info.
That's really good info.
Because I mean, you get another crystal, it's like, cool. All right, great. I have to do this again. But now it's like, you don't ever have to do this. This area is donezo. You never have to come back up here.
there was nothing in there, so that means that once they read the pedestal, Tapadino does not have to go to the back of Skull Woods at all.
Now we just got to figure out what the third pendant is, because now we know where 2 of them are. And then once you have that, you'll have all of your Dungy info. Then you can start figuring out what your goal mode is. That's like that's the best part of the game. Figuring out what your goal mode is. Still no bow. Eastern is a crystal. We see that up in the top left.
Yes, we do. But yeah, as you were saying, figure out what you need for go mode is the best part. The go mode shopping list.
Getting go mode is not the best part. That's the worst part. But figuring out what your go mode is, and then being in go mode. Those are the 2 great parts. The part in between is what's bad, depending.
Getting to go mode is bad.
Getting to go mode, especially when you're like 1 or 2 items from go mode, especially in modes like this. Well, not co-op. Co-op, it's not that bad.
How many cross-key seeds have you and I played where you have go -1 at an hour 20, and then it takes you another hour to find the last item?
I don't know. It's been worse lately, just because when you start throwing door rando in, then it gets real bad.
That scares me.
Don't be scared.
I'm not.
Rando's great. Don't be afraid.
I know.
It can't hurt you.
I'm gonna play in that tourney.
Oh, good.
So it scares and excites. That's
door rando.
right?
Door rando for League Season 6. We're on 6, right?
Hold on. Yeah, 6 is next.
6 does follow 5. Thank you.
I actually couldn't remember, and I had to look at the layout to figure out which season we were on. So, Taylor is back up mountain to get all of the goods out of pod, all of them.
So what are we looking for next? Well, right now, Tepidino, especially with Kane in hand, needs to head over to Eastern Palace area. And if they follow this route all the way over to the pod area... Oh, but they don't have the mirror. If they follow this route to the pod area, find the mirror, and go into Eastern, they'll find Meyer, and then we'll get to see, like, 2 more items in there.
I like Dixon's taking time to set up the Death Warp here. And luckily, we do know that this is not a piece part to refill you.
Oh, ooh, there's a mirror. Eastern Big Key Chest had the mirror. All right.
Well, unfortunately, that's not the pod area.
That's a really bad area to be in. Things just got really interesting. So yeah, once they get over to the Meyer area, get that flute, then all of a sudden we have access to pretty much everything.
We're still missing quite a few dungeons, though.
Yes.
I would love to find Swamp Palace right now. What about you?
Yes.
Except no, because that's green pen. I mean, I guess, yeah, still 10 items, but...
Yes. Or GT. Could do a lot in GT.
GT would be... I'd be ecstatic to find GT right now, actually. And James just read Pedestal, which means he knows. Hey, Tepidino, don't go to Skullwood's back.
Don't gotta do it. So, we know where Kane is, we know where Mir is. We still are looking for a fire rod, a bow. I think those are the main 2 items we're still missing. Potentially medallion.
Eastern Big Key.
Right.
Item. Yeah, there's a lot of items we're missing, unfortunately.
Well, right. I was talking about, like,
Keys.
inventory, but yeah. We do need
Item-wise-
plenty of big keys.
Item-wise,
We need more dungeon info first.
Yeah, we need one dungeon info in particular, namely the other pendant. Tapadino has taken us down to the Dark Shopping Mall. You only see this in Intros and SMC3. But
What else we got over here? We got Mini Moldorm Cave.
You like to find your 5-item caves.
Have we seen
In this
Blind
case-
Hut yet?
We have not. At least
Okay.
we haven't. They might have.
They might have. Dude, that's where the 2 mail upgrades were. Key,
Where they are,
bottle, money, heart. Money. Okay, that stunk.
Hey, James, don't go to Mini Long Cave. It's not worth your time.
Yeah, don't do it. Unless you need a key, then maybe.
That's a really out-of-the-way key, Willard.
Ooh,
do go there for Tempered Sword, though.
See, now that's a tough call. That's a tough call. To go all the way out there just for a sword, when there's still a chance you could find another one elsewhere.
I mean, James could go down there, get the sword, and mirror for the Ice Rod Cave area, too.
Assuming we haven't seen it yet from their team. I know we just saw it on Acai's side.
I don't think we've seen it from them, and I don't think they've been there since they got the glove, either.
Hmm. Well, Taylor is well on their way to picking up that mirror, but they're currently still missing the Ice Rod from Zora, the Cane of Samaria from Saha's closet, which I don't remember where that was, and the flippers that were in...
Spec Rock Cave. I have, Upgrade Fairy.
Yeah, that one.
I think where the other side was, because I knew where the side that Tepidino hovered from was. That's at Bonk Rocks.
So Tepidino's heading back up the mountain.
Probably gonna go pick up the Floodgate, pick up Mir.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Mir is... My friends and I are of the opinion, Mir is probably the strongest item in a cross-section shuffle.
Yeah. It's a good one to get as early as possible. It's like if you get Mirror and Glove and Pearl, those are like the big ones, the biggest ones I'd say to get early.
To answer your earlier question, Saw has a bumper.
Ah. Flippers is the Bonk Rock, Spec Cave to Desert left to Hype Cave at Desert Boss. Okay, thank you.
Right, the flippers are in the are taking the connector for Spec Rock Cave, not in Spec Rock Cave itself. That's a TRB key.
Dropping down. I think it was dropping down, running past the mold rooms.
Yeah, because that spits you out Desert less. Left and west at the same time do not work.
Less. Teb, you need to go back in. You're missing the small key that was in that chest, I think. Aw, man.
Nice magic shop location.
Yeah, hopefully we never see that mushroom. Ever.
And then gets to take the Dark World portal here to get to East, and I like it. And there's a connector at King's too.
I think we just saw this on... Oh. Tibbity, what are you doing? I think we just saw this on the other team's side.
Yeah, because there's Eastern right here. And unfortunately, Taylor took a death in the back and did not get the mirror.
Good thing they're going back in.
At Acai, or the entire team, Dixon found a exit to Ice Palace.
That's good. Useless, but good.
It's good. You don't have to go back there.
Yeah.
Ice Palace is hard to route back in.
So right now, I think like the biggest entrances to check are still, I'd say, the Meyer area, which we know collectively. Well, now we're seeing it on Dixon's.
Okay. Thanks, Dixon. How does this happen? They're on a 10-minute delay. And it's like it's reacting in real time.
Oh, interesting. So the ether that was in the spike cave, the spike room in Meyer, opens up Meyer. So if this ends up being a dungeon, that could be nice. I mean, it's fine.
To add to that, to get here, you need the flute. That's also
in Meyer.
In Meyer.
It just makes sense. Now, the only downside about being here now for Dixon is not having the mirror that Taylor's about to pick up here in a couple seconds.
Checkerboard never has anything anyways. I did not have a Go-Mode dungeon in Checkerboard that I left for a while the other day. No, sorry.
Never happens. Not even once. Alright. So... yeah, I think finding Swamp or GT is like kind of our two big things we need to find. Or Blindside, if we haven't found that already.
And in terms of other dungeons I haven't seen, the big ones I haven't seen that could be important would be, we haven't seen desert or ice, to my knowledge. And one of those, or Thieves Town, is the last pendant.
Right. It looks like it was
Or
Blind's
Pod.
Hut in the Mire entrance, so let's see what we can find in
Okay.
here. The Fire
Fire
Rod.
Rod.
That's good. That's a good map, too.
The mire in the mire entrance blocks my trip to Misery Mire.
Oh, gross, the mushroom. It's just too funny. And Quake, okay. I don't think we've seen what the TR medallion is, but... So we are gonna need that Fire Rod. Definitely.
Yeah.
So it looks like TR is a crystal. So that's a very good find for Dixon. And yeah, I know, personally, putting off Eastern area is kind of easy to do in a situation like this when you have access to so much. But hopefully for past the Picanha, one of them heads over to the pod area and then mirrors and does all that, so...
I wouldn't be surprised if it happens soon. I can actually see James routing out to the pod area
Oh
from
my
here
gosh.
too.
I don't know how he didn't get blown up by that bomb dropper. That was nuts. That would have been really bad to die right before getting this sword upgrade. Ooh, key. Dixon getting that Swamp Palace info. So the only difference is they don't know about the Skull Woods info.
Castle Tower is
Gross.
at Paradox Top. I don't remember what's in the tree.
I have no idea. Oh, I just missed on Tepidino's side. What medallion opened up TR? Dang it. We need 4 people on comms.
Please
I mean,
no.
technically we do, because we have our 2 wonderful trackers.
We would be so lost without them.
Yes. Looks like a whole bunch of nothing at Castle Tower. Taylor
Yes.
thinking about it? Giving it a good think? Nah, there's no way. I don't remember what was that. I'm gonna assume that the Lumberjack dropdown is like Magic Bat or something, or one of the...
Maybe it's... The hesitation tells me it's not Useless Fairy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess it was Magic Bat, because that's the only reason I would consider it, is it's a single check that we didn't visibly see.
Mm-hmm. Okay, it's Ether. So double Ether today. Wait. Did Taylor just pop out of TR?
No, Taylor has Mitson Glove, he just used the portal.
Oh, but he doesn't have Ether yet. Okay, okay.
Yeah, 'cause he
I
has-
do enjoy in Entrance Shuffle when you pop out of Mire or TR. It's like, okay, good. I don't have to think about this ever again.
Or GT. It's really funny.
Or GT, yeah. Well, I feel like rarely is GT a required entrance with 7 crystals. When it happens, you don't forget it, but like...
I mean, I'm never gonna forget a scene I've seen, so I'll tell you about that one later, Willard.
I look forward to it. So we're about to hit the 50-minute mark, and we, out of everyone involved, we have 1 crystal and 1 pendant. So it's pretty standard.
I mean, when you're not
right?
finding... You're finding big keys to dungeons you haven't found. You're finding dungeons to big keys you haven't found. You're finding pendant
Dungeon.
dungeons.
Wait a minute. That sentence didn't make any sense. Finding dungeon to big keys? It's not a sentence.
I mean, I said it, therefore it's a sentence.
Ooh, James, no. Gets the middle hole from Moldorm.
Whee!
Yahoo! And we are going to see the Fire Rodless Skullwoods play here from Taylor for the info. I mean, once again, it does stink to beat a non-required dungeon, but at the same time, in a co-op sense, it's good to have that info for your teammate.
It makes even more sense for Acai in this situation, because Taylor knows this dungeon is in logic. My teammate has a fire rod.
Mm-hmm. James, if you watch this back, I'm requesting that you consider using the cape. I have gotten to the point, especially at Moldern 2, where if I have the cape, I'm just going to use it, because I don't want to just chance it.
Is he trying to... He has a... Okay. There we go. 2 spins. Yay! We got it! What do we have here in Fire-Locked Turtle Rock?
Yeah, this is new info. $20. Small magic! A compass! There!
They fist in the pottery, see, that small magic's guaranteed.
I'm still shocked.
That small magic sometimes comes useful.
I rarely grab it.
I
mean, because more often than not, you get the 2 chests and then you back out and then you grab the full magic that's right there. So, unless somehow you got to that room without full magic already.
It gave me just enough magic one time. It gave me... I respect it because it gave me just enough magic to use Cane of Burn to get through the room.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's smart.
Oh, Turtle Rock
Genius,
Front.
in fact.
Turtle Rock Front is just right here. No, that's not Turtle Rock Front. Turtle Rock Front. I don't know where Turtle Rock Front is. I thought that was... I mixed up my players. I get it.
Okay, this is new info. Top of Castle Tower. There it is.
There's
what
the
is
dungeon
this?
we've been looking for.
What is this, inverted?
I wish. I like inverted.
I'm sorry. Well, now here's an issue. Oh, there's our goal.
Ooh.
Okay, wow.
Okay. So we know that we need a fire rod, which we know is in Mire, blocked by Ether, which is in Mire.
Yes, which is in Eastern. Eastern.
This is confusing.
I wonder if Tepidino gets through this, doesn't find... I mean, is not going to find Fire Rod, decides to sequence break right side anyway.
I'd consider it.
Okay, that's a useless map. Got some bombs.
I'm going to call that a 10-arrow pickup. Because
I'm
that's
going to call that 3 bombs.
That's what we replace our 10 arrows with in Retro. 5 rupees. It feels like we lost out on the trade.
Yeah. Honestly, is there a way where you could just have the universal keys and nothing else retro related? I feel like I would enjoy that more.
Me too.
Though a free sword is kind of nice, and free random heart containers. Oop. Tepidino getting a little mixed up there with the boomerang strats.
James found the connector to the Dark Palace, so he mirrored for Eastern and found this.
You found a connector that spit him out in Dark Palace? How convenient. So this is going to be our flute and our ether.
And our Vitreous kill for info.
Yeah, that is true. I can't imagine James not immediately activating flute and checking out the Mire area following this, so right now it feels like Passive Picanha is really trucking along here.
Spike case. Chess game didn't move too far. It just said go be in the hammerlock rock stump thing.
It's not too bad.
I guess he just didn't want to pack up and move all the chests that far.
It's a lot of work. You got to pay a lot to move that many chests. Do you think he empties the chests before moving them, or just kind of packs them up as is?
Actually, they're obviously empty, and he puts them inside of each other.
That's genius. What is this, Minecraft? Get out of here. Oh, there we go! There's our last pendant at Misery Mire.
Okay. Good info.
So that's good for Acai. I mean, we'll probably see a full clear of it here on James' side. So James going to pick up another potentially useless pendant. I mean, the pendant's going to be useless, 100%.
The pendant is useless.
The item off of Vidi might be good.
Does the eyeball boss from A Link to the Past have something useful? I'm sorry, can you be more descriptive?
Wait a minute, which eyeball? There are several of them.
Two bows in GT!
2 bows. Perfect timing, too. Except you don't want to use those silvers. Tepidino never bought the arrows. Has to go burn his strats. Okay, so burn his strats are fantastic. If you do burn his stats on Armos, let them start up like moving first, because then you can group them all up together and you hit them like pretty much all of them at the same time.
Yeah,
it speeds it up a little bit. But,
this is
yeah.
Rando lessons with Willard.
Burna is great. I love getting Burna in Entrance Shuffle.
Burna is honestly a little bit underrated as an item, and partly it gets a bad rap for the amount of lag it creates.
As long as you use it in the appropriate spots, it's fine. Alright, James is about to pick up that flute, and then we'll pick up that Ether Medallion. And then, you know, not too far off from being collective item, inventory item go mode for their team. Just need to go to GT and get those 2 bows and go to Meyer entrance for the fire rod.
And since we know this is a pendant, that means we know what our shopping list is.
Yes. So we're gonna need an Eastern Big, a Desert Big, and a Thieves Big.
As well as Desert North and Ice Palace.
And now we don't really care about finding... Oh, there's the GT Big. Gross. Now we don't really care about finding Swamp anymore, since it's a pendant. For now.
It's unfortunate that James picks up this GT Big after his teammate full clears GT.
Yeah. I mean, well, maybe that's why Tepidino's like, yeah, I'm not going to do right side. I'm not going to sequence break right side. Hey, I'll go, there's already good stuff in Meyer, so I'll go do that. And then get the big key, and then James will get the fire rod, and then go to GT and do all the bow stuff, get the fire, like, it's gonna work out. They're gonna do this whole back and forth deal here.
And there was nothing in left side GT itself, so James can go hard right.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I gotta assume that Tepidino's heading straight over to Eastern at this point. So yeah, and Acai really needs to... Dixon needs to head over and get that mirror if he hasn't already. It's interesting, we're gonna still go ahead and get the Vidi kill here on Taylor's side, despite their team knowing that it's a pendant. But I mean, it's...
They're still missing bows.
Yeah, they're still missing stuff. I mean, both teams are still missing stuff, so... Oh, this is a good song.
I don't have audio on, so I'm not hearing it.
Oh, why not?
Lets me focus on the gameplay more.
But... That's fair.
Oh, that's because the red mail was just in Thieves Town. Okay.
Oh.
Where's the other one?
These Master Sword spins on Vidi are so slow. I'd like to see more hammer.
I thought I saw a double from one of them, but that was good. Big key.
Ooh, big key.
Require big key.
Okay, that's required. Yeah, that's good.
I think we knew it was required unless it, actually, at this point, it was required. We found Skullwood Swamp and Ice Big Keys already.
We're just 2 big keys away. That's great. And some dungeon locations, but you know, you think Ice Palace is going to be in Checkerboard Cave after what you said earlier?
Ice Palace Checkerboard for Desert North at Pyramid Crack.
Pyramid Crack. I don't think I've ever heard someone refer to it that way, but
I mean, it's a crack in the pyramid, is it not?
That's true. You're not wrong, but it is funny.
I'm not wrong, but you don't like it.
I didn't say I didn't like it. I just said it was funny. What do you mean funny? What kind of funny? Alright, so this should be the flute activation for James, and I'd be curious to see if he heads straight over to the Mire area. I don't know what else he would be rushing to find, unless he goes straight to that GT, which would be kind of bad for them, just because where Fire Rod is. There!
I mean, it doesn't make too much sense for him to go up without the Fire Rod, because the bow... Although he might rush over there for a bow so he can do Eastern.
Yeah. I mean, it's a tough call, because, I mean, we're still looking for dungeons, so checking new entrances is still just as important as going and clearing beatable crystal dungeons.
Yeah, he's going straight for my area. They're fine.
Song's too scary. Can we remove it from this MSU pack, please?
Get the Ether Medallion information there. Bumper Cave.
Tepidino is passing on the Ether Medallion right now.
Tepe, you need that.
Oh, he's waiting. He's just waiting.
Nope, he's turning around.
Okay. It's, man, anyone that's played co-op of like this magnitude, like, sometimes it's tough making sure you relay all the correct information to your teammate.
Tepe, where are you going?
I hope James remembered where he got it.
There's a lot of info to share in this mode, too.
Mm-hmm. It was in the GT Big Key was on the bridge.
Correct.
Ether was in the spike room. So I think this is just some miscommunication. Because that's the other thing, like trying to remember where everything was where you found them is hard. If you're not,
especially when your teammates see you like 30 minutes later.
Yeah, exactly. And everyone has their own methods of note taking when it comes to entrance shuffle and all this stuff. So, it's some people. I don't know how many people who would do something like entrance co-op and not like take extensive notes, or even just run a map tracker. I know I was using a map tracker, a shared map tracker with my teammates, where we'd be able to like mark locations and mark off entrances and stuff, and it was ridiculously helpful. It was almost Ice Palace at Checkerboard. We were so close to
Ice
greatness.
Palace, Ice Cave, same thing, isn't it? No.
Just a fiber. So yeah, this looks like a wee bit of miscommunication, which is unfortunate. I also wonder how many people, like, first playing this game didn't even know that spike chest exists. Because in the vanilla game, isn't it just like a... No, it's a small key.
It's a small key, yeah.
Yeah.
But why would you go to the spikes to lift that one pot?
Exactly.
I mean, to be fair, I played this after playing several other Zelda games, so that actually did set off my, something
Your spidey senses were tingling?
here.
I mean, I know... some of the other one, like killing the two Freezors above the big chest in Ice Palace, that's a chest that a lot of people didn't know existed. The Chomp's room was another one.
I mean,
I think in vanilla it's a small key, but
yeah,
right. But in Rando, like if you get your small keys early, then you could easily miss that one.
Yeah. We're standing on James'
James is
side.
having a good think right now.
Yeah. Sometimes you just have to take a moment and think.
Yes. Or VOD dive, but hopefully not. Hopefully just the thinking. So right now, James needs to probably head to GT, get those two bows, check right side, and maybe consider climbing. While Tepidino would follow with the Fire Rod and then probably continue hunting down the other dungeons. Oh my god, Tepidino's going back. He's gonna go get the big key.
He wants that big key just in case.
Yeah. Also, this is another situation. I mean, he has tempered sword, so it's not a big deal, but another situation of having that bow, but not having purchased arrows for Vidi.
I mean, let's be honest, fighting Vidi with arrows is expensive in this mode.
I mean,
he has a tempered sword and a cape, so it's probably better.
At least for the big eye. I mean, it's just $80 for the big eye. That's not bad. Yeah, I mean, we don't really have the money to drop $50 on silvers for Vidi. Though, you know, you could spend an extra 20 rupees for a faster Vidi kill. Think about it.
It's true. Killing the main eyeball with arrows is honestly fine, especially because money's not the hardest thing to come by in this seed. But
yeah, you just go farm blue rupees off of the bush crabs.
Oh no, James!
I don't even know, where was James? Where he died?
TR roller.
Ah, that do it.
Can I point out the difference in health between Tepatino and James?
Yeah, that's co-op. That's co-op for you.
15 red.
I know. During my practice in races, I once again would be like, "How many hearts you got, bud?" And just usually we end up being close to the same.
Tepatino found every take any heart.
It's also I know I've also like put in an effort to like track what convenient heart containers I found so that my teammate picks them up. But it's one of those things that's hard to remember because you only are looking for inventory items or big keys mostly.
And
so
now
Dixon
can get his mirror.
Yahoo!
Gets to single dip Eastern.
Does he already have the bow?
No, he's not. Never mind.
Never mind. But yeah, I think Taylor just found GT, so this is their first time finding it.
GT is just showing up at fortunate times for the runners, isn't it?
Yeah. It looks like James is heading GT. I don't know why my brain was thinking GT was like at the dam for some reason, so...
to top it off, this is a hard required double dip Eastern.
Oh yeah. Well... Could... No, yeah, you're right. This isn't inverted. You can't beat Aga to get to the top of the castle. Stupid me. Why would I think that?
Sure. I mean, because GT's Aga Tower obviously is inverted.
Yeah. Okay, well, we're gonna get some more information. Once again, we are looking for 2 more big keys. We need the Desert Big Key, we need the Thieves Town Big Key for Team past the Picanha, and then all we are left with is finding our remaining dungeons. Ice Palace and, I believe, Desert Boss we haven't found.
Yeah.
And what entrances do we have left at this point?
Skull Woods.
Back of Skull.
Pyramid
TR
Ferry.
entrance?
TR entrance was checked on... No, it was not. Because the only person who's been up there with everything to get in there, except for the ether, was Taylor.
Oh, yeah.
So TR entrance...
Desert Boss is at Flute 5. Okay, so we're just looking for Ice Palace.
Okay, so we've got a couple of entrances it could be in. And then we need the big key. We need big keys for dungeons we're missing and Thieves Town. And by dungeons we're missing, I mean not the dungeons we're missing.
And what's funny is Ice Palace is a Pyramid Fairy crystal, so Pyramid Fairy is out in that case.
That's good. So TR main and back of Skullwoods?
Left side maze race?
Left side maze race. Graveyard ledge. We did see K45 though.
Oh,
I love the interaction of bonking into the.
Oh yeah.
Sorry,
especially if you do like a bonk dash. It's pretty satisfying. Red boomerang, heart piece, $300.
Never say no to $300 in this mode.
Just think that's how many more silvers you get to shoot. 300 more silvers. Yeah. But then again, there was nothing behind Ice Thermos, right?
No, there was nothing.
So James could just check. This is just for the big chest then. But here's the
he's probably gonna grab
problem.
the silvers.
And the silvers, yeah. The problem, though, is he's not going to have any keys to go upstairs. If he was going to go upstairs.
He will have...
Oh, no, he didn't go left yet. Yeah, you're right.
He has one key. One key is enough.
Okay, sorry.
But you don't like to leave yourself at 0 with dungeons to still do.
True. For some reason, my brain was thinking he still had a key to spend on this route to the big chest, but that is not correct. All right, does Tepidino need to go back into GT? Yes, he does.
Yuck!
That sucks. Oh, classic video game. Okay, one more big key and an ice palace to find. That's what we're down to. And right now, it still looks like Acai Picanha's hold on to that lead, just with their item counts, I'd say. And it's interesting though that Dixon and Tepidino both still only have a pendant apiece, while the top 2 players have 1 crystal and 2 pendants. That's weird how that works out.
Little bit. I mean, when you find out that Hera has nothing, and it's relatively easily accessible, if I remember, you just don't rush to go do it.
I mean, if you're there, you can do what you want to do.
If you're passing by, maybe. It's a quick kill with hookshot and tempered.
Oh, and now that I see this, we are not getting a GT climb from James, which is reasonable. Might be wanting to go find. Oh, this could be Ice Palace. I don't think we've seen this.
I thought No, Dixon got spit out up here.
Oh, did they? Yeah, okay. I do remember seeing Bonk Rocks. Oh, that mirror also gives us half magic. I just forgot about it. Tepidino already has it. Everyone has it, except for James.
James wants that fairy. How did James not get hit by Kirby there?
I don't know. We could have got some some sweet lyrics.
That was interesting anti-fairy movement there.
What's interesting is I'm still seeing, like, teammates picking up chests that I know that the other person already picked up. Like, we already saw the shovel on Tepidino's side, so James didn't have to go in there and do any of that.
It could also be communication faltering a little with Race 5 nerves.
Yeah, for sure. There's a lot going on.
These teams. And Tepidino's going straight back for that GT big chest.
Yeah. I wonder if he'll climb.
The biggest thing that past Picanha has in their advantage is they went to Dark Shopping Mall.
Oh yeah, the big sword difference. We haven't seen the other sword yet.
And here's our Turtle Rock main check.
This has to be Ice Palace, right? I can't.
Skullwolf's back is the only other place I can think of.
So
Graveyard
gross.
Ledge. So, but
There
it's
it
Ice
is.
Palace. Okay. So
Okay.
that's entrance mode. So long as we don't need to find the big key in Swamp Palaces for some reason.
Yes. So if Thieves Town Big Key decides to show up here in Ice Palace, then past Picanha is looking even better. Oh, this is our first Helma kill.
It makes sense. Killing Helma's convenience at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Especially for somebody with 5 keys on hand at a time.
Yeah, and Taylor's about to get that free sword, so be curious to see if Dixon decides to go over there as well and grab that.
Probably not immediately.
Yeah, this is gonna be interesting to see where is that Thieves Town Big. What You were saying it could be potentially in that Green Pendant Swamp, which at this point is either going to be Skull Boss or at Pyramid Ferry, locked behind Hera and Ice Palace.
Ideally, it's neither of those. It's actually in GT, and we don't have to go there.
Oh, GT entrance? Yeah, that's a possibility.
That would be ideal.
That would be the best situation. East Town Big Key could be upstairs GT.
Interesting. We're seeing a Ice Palace bomb jump.
Oh.
Might just be a comfort thing here.
Yeah, I'll have to ask James about that.
And Dixon's about to find Ice Palace as well.
It's kind of refreshing because Icebreaker has just completely destroyed the Ice Palace meta. It's improved it because Ice Palace is a bad dungeon, but you know, I remember the old days where Ice Palace bomb jump was like one of the first tricks I learned when I was learning this game. And,
I'll be honest, I started in the year of Icebreaker. I still taught.
Did you really? Wow.
I still made myself learn a bomb jump because I see these situations of.
Oh yeah.
What happens if the Samaria is just in Icebreaker chest?
Mm-hmm. I've seen it plenty of times.
It's funny every time.
It's. But remember back in the day before Icebreaker was like, before it even existed, it wasn't funny. But now it is funny if Samaria is over there. It's strange. It's strange how that's changed. It's blowing my mind.
It's funny that now, in the days of it not mattering, it wasn't funny. But now that it matters, it's funny.
Suddenly, there's funny in the world, and that makes me happy. I love it. More funny.
Oh, Taylor is going to pick up the information on the one major item that Acai didn't have. The ice rod.
That ice rod. That definitely required ice rod. I guess we do have a beatable Trinex right now too. Have we seen the TR big chest? Yeah, we've already opened that up. That's where Kana Burner was.
Yeah.
Right. Oh yeah. It's all coming together. This is the Skullwood's big key for Tepidino coming up.
For a moment, you actually sounded a little bit like Kronk.
That was the point. That was what I was referencing.
The voice sounded enough like it too, is what threw me.
Thank you. That was the reference. Thank you.
I know that was the reference. It's just that it sounded more like it than I expected. I like that we have the easiest bomb jump in Ice Palace here.
Yeah, that one's so good. It's nice that there are some tricks that are just 100% free, like impossible to mess up like that one.
You say 100%. I have, in fact, messed that bomb jump up.
Well, for most of us.
Yeah. I messed up once. It hasn't happened again. It'd be really convenient if Steve Sambicki was just here on Coldstone. That would be nice.
Yeah. I would also like it if my Go mode was on just the next crystal boss I defeated. That'd be the dream.
Maybe it's on this crystal boss on the top left corner.
Well, maybe. Or maybe it's in Pendant Smoke. You know, this is starting to slowly unravel into, like, the standard cross keys fever dream of your Go
Where
mode.
is it? Oh, no!
Oh, no. James. Do you have a fairy? You don't have a fairy. Of coming down to a Pendant Swamp or a GT climb. The worst.
Why is it
the worst?
Always Pendant Swamp?
Swamp just loves being a pendant. That's a really bad death. That's pretty costly.
Yeah, that is tragic.
And you know, it's another one of those situations where like you have the safeties, but you can't switch to them while the boss is exploding, which is unfortunate.
It is not that crystal boss on Lambo.
Okay.
Those were 3 bombs. Alright, Master Sword Cult Stair. Slightly less fun than Tempered Sword Cult Stair.
You got half magic fire rod. It's not even a Master Sword Cold Stare, really. Yeah, and that's the other thing is, like, without the Thieves Town big, James really has no interest in going to Thieves Town to grab a mail upgrade, so... Were they both in Thieves? Is that what happened?
I think so. Maybe there was a convenient small key there.
What's interesting is now we're getting Icebreaker from James, so... But hey, that works out.
I think with his key count, he just wanted a small key out of conveyor room.
Oh, maybe. Maybe?
No, because that doesn't make sense either.
Oh, you're just making stuff up.
Because there's a small key door there. Anyways, Tapadino's going over to go clear Eastern Palace.
We are still on the hunt for one more big key. And I think that's the case for both teams at this point. Yeah. So this race has gotten a bit closer now.
It would have done Dixon well go get his bow, at least the front one.
Yeah.
Oh, he did.
Oh yeah, he has that because he already beat Helma.
Okay. I miss him going to GT.
He found the rare third bow. It's out there somewhere. But only when you put in the correct code.
It's probably on Laser Bridge.
That's where I would put it. It also makes me wonder if Dixon has the lamp, too, that was on Laser Bridge or not.
We'll find out here shortly, won't we?
Yeah. Alright, Cold Stare take 2. Ooh, James going for the Sword Beam tactic. To try and save a little bit of magic. You Fire Rod, then you Sword Beam, then you Fire Rod, then you Sword Beam. Gotta be careful again, down to... This one-hit KO against a Cold Stare could take at least one more Icicle.
A little close for comfort. And we got Trinex in the top left corner.
Wow, Vanilla Trinax? What a joke. Where is this Thieves Town big? Is it on Trinex?
Nope.
No. Is it on Armos?
Maybe.
Okay, Tepidino did buy their... Yeah, because they already beat Helmet.
Tepidino going for more Burnistrats.
The slow Burnistrats, no!
The even slower Burnistrats.
Please switch to bow for the last one. $100. Alright. Okay. This is...
Okay.
I feel like this is slowly coming down to GT or Swamp.
You send one person to GT, you send the other person to go check Big Bomb and Skullwoods entrance and Graveyard Ledge.
That sucks. That sucks so much. That sounds so bad. But... Yeah? Do we know what's at the Ganon drop down? It can't be more than a single item check.
Okay, there's Swamp. We did find Swamp somewhere.
What was that? Just what was that? Is that just Village of Outcasts?
Probably.
Just like Village of Outcasts fortune teller?
10 checks here.
Okay, this could be game changing. Bombos.
That would have helped with the Cold Star fight. I think Dixon's going to be the first player to pull the trigger on GT.
Yeah, potentially. This kind of works out well, because by the time Dixon gets to that desert big, maybe Taylor will already have all the information about Swamp. A little bit of miscommunication there, or maybe just wanting to go grab this small key.
It might have just been a, was there anything on right side? No, I'm going left.
If you're not checking chests, I wonder which way is faster. I would assume this way is faster. I just always thought going through all the warps was slow, but
When you go through slightly fewer warps, if you're going straight down.
yeah, yeah. Left has to be faster because then why wouldn't? That's why they do it in the speed. It just makes perfect sense.
It makes sense. What's that swamp?
Heading into left side swamp. This was a crystal dungeon. We would not be on left side swamp. We would be in the back already. That's the one thing that's nice about universal keys is that you can just flood this key and not worry about it. You don't have to do any of the shenanigans. I mean, I guess if you're gonna go ahead and do diver down, there's no reason to skip the key.
Yeah. No, my favorite key to skip in Swamp Palace and Retro Keys is Phelps Key. Not
the
dealing
one
with
at the end?
Not swimming to the end of the current.
Yeah.
Oh, James missed the jump and has to go back up and around for the pod. I hate spin speed jumping to that ledge.
We are getting the GT climb, so this is big. This is really big. I mean, it's kind of a weird scenario where, like, past Picanha is just going for clearable dungeons and just hoping that big key shows up. But I mean, they've already done both of this as well, so they know that they're not going to be getting their Thieves Town big from this play.
I think part of it is they're up here on the mountain already. They're trying to knock the mountain out and not have to go back. Which I think James's pod trip would have been easy enough to get back to, but I agree with getting Ice Palace out of the way for Tepidino. Ice Palace is in a terrible spot. That was a beautiful fight.
I completely zoned out for left side swamp. I'm gonna assume there was nothing there.
Well, I'm going to assume so too. We're still going back. But yeah, that was a beautiful cold surf fight from Tepidino.
Alright, back a swamp. Also wondering what item caves are still out there that we haven't seen yet.
Haven't seen Agina.
That's true. There's the last sword.
Cool.
In Waterfall. So if there's nothing on Argus, well, if Argus has something or Green Pennant has something, then Dixon will be able to get that sword instead of the free one.
Which is fair, because the free one's in an awful spot.
Mm-hmm. Always a sword and swamp. Always. Every time. Without fail.
Even when there's not.
Even when there's not. There's always one.
Argus is a sword.
Oh, look at all those swords.
He doesn't have a sword, but he is a sword.
Big floaty sword. Oh, Tepidino getting rejected going into the Moldarn fight, so...
Past Picanha, 1, Moldorm, 3.
Alright, is it Argus? No, that's a heart
No.
container. And you know Taylor has to immediately go check that.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't even remember where Saha was.
Bumper Cave.
Right. Which is nearby.
Nearby-ish.
Oh, nearby, but in the Dark World. Or no, in the Light World? Yeah,
in the Dark World.
So wait, Swamp was sitting right there the whole time?
Okay, well, to be fair, 8 minutes of technical difficulty.
Yeah. It's just interesting that we've had it available for so long. And we've only seen it from one player. Okay, it's not.
Okay.
It's still not showing up yet.
Is it Moldorm's last gift?
Moldorm's prized possession?
James finally has an armor.
Yeah, also Moldorm gets another kill confirmed. Another dropped player.
Moldorm's on a roll day. Maybe we should invite Moldorm to the Invitational.
Oh. Okay. Moldorm 2 is down. Oh, we haven't seen Smith Chain yet either. Gross. Where is this Thieves Town Big? It's not there.
Not there.
Oh, is it there?
It's
on
Smith.
Smith.
On Smith.
Alright, get out of there, Dixon.
Okay, so that's go mode for Acai.
Now, the question is, will Pass the Picanha do Smith Chain before climbing GT or doing Pendant Swamp? Because, I mean, while Acai has been hunting down this Thieves Town, Pass the Picanha has been just grabbing up all them crystals.
I mean, this is going to be the 5th crystal for James.
I'm trying to remember where was the Smith at? Where's the Smith house at? Oh, we'll see it on Dixon's side. But yeah, it's
the look of the movement. Cack.
Not very far away. Okay.
Right side Snitch House.
And
so
it's kind of like how I don't think we still haven't seen Spike Cave from anyone yet. Maybe.
Taylor did Spike Cave.
Oh, okay. It's just kind of one of those checks that you just never want to do. Even though in this situation it seems extremely convenient. Almost as convenient as Smith being at library.
It's never convenient to do blacksmiths, though.
But the thing that I just said, come on.
Today I learned you can't mirror there.
Where?
The bottom of the pod area.
What?
Apparently the bottom of the pod area mirrors you into the Eastern Palace wall.
Oh.
I didn't know that. I've never tried to mirror at the bottom of the pod. James is going into Swamp.
Okay, well, this is good for Acai.
Dixon
right now is a little bit behind on crystals, it looks like, and still, yeah, they're gonna go get this ice rod. Do they even have their flippers yet? Do we even need flippers? We don't even need flippers.
The answer is no, they don't have their flippers yet.
Yeah, I see that now.
Splash! Splash!
Yeah, and with Swamp being not required, then I wonder if Dixon's even gonna get that Tempered Sword. Because now they don't technically need the flippers, so they're definitely not getting in the back of Swamp, but they're probably not gonna get the one in where they are right now, but in the Dark World.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be seeing a Tempered Sword for Dixon. Are you doing a blind run of this game? Thank you, Blind.
So this is crystal number 5 for Tepidino.
5 for Tepidino, 5 for James, and this is about to be crystal number 4 for Taylor.
Has all 3 pendants. But yeah, James is about to have all 3 pendants as well, unless Tepidino heads over to Smith Chain real quick.
which might be the case.
We'll see.
Because isn't
I mean,
going to GT.
Yeah, if they were going to GT, they would have just gone there. Oh.
No, 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 no. Don't be going to Swamp. Okay. I'm trying to remember what this entrance is. 4 crystals for Dixon. Spike Cave.
Spike Cave, okay. Has plenty of help. Doesn't even need to use burn. It's a bee!
Ooh, the chat is correct. There is an Ice Palace kill on Dixon. So that is 5 crystals down for Dixon. This is going to be 6.
Alright, we gonna see the Smith Chain? Not yet. Oh, maybe!
This looks like a Smith Chain.
This would be huge. This would be huge for Pasta Picanha if this ends up being the Smith Chain.
What dungeons does Tepidino have to do still? Tower of Hera, which is easy.
Yeah. And... Oh... Skull Boss check? This is Skull Boss. Or Skull Big Chest, I think. Tepidino has already done Hera? Okay.
Okay, so Tepe just needs the big key.
Was that intended? That was probably not intended.
Ooh, chat's right about that too. Dixon has 175 rupees. That is not enough for a full silver cycle.
I suppose going for the big chest, right? This is also Tepidino's last small key. Okay. Still really just, it comes down to whether we see that Smith Chain. It's a saving quick. Okay. That's a mirror. Okay. Where are we going? Once again, this is a huge race. Winner of this moves on to top 8 to play. Well, as you stated, if Acai wins, they will go on to play the 1 seed Amish Paradise. If Pasta Picanha wins, they will go on to face the number 3 seed Farm Friends, and still 1 set away from making it, getting a spot in the Invitational. But still, you know, you wanna make it into that opportunity race. So what's next? Ice Palace is left for Taylor. Dixon's on their last dungeon. Oh, sorry. You're correct. If they win, they'll play Kabuki, Tondo, something. Chad! Yeah, that's it. Way to go, Z. You set me up to fail. I can't believe it. I can't believe you would do that.
I'm not perfect.
That's fair. Nobody is.
Nobody is. Tepidino's getting the blacksmith.
But the question is it a little too late? I gotta say,
possibly.
Yeah, it kind of is.
It would take a pretty good run here. It'd be closer if James had finished Landmo yet, but...
Carabig was on green pendant gross.
They just got baited by a big key.
There's the good one.
Alright, okay. They have knowledge of Go mode. Is it enough? Taylor has to do Ice Palace and Eastern Palace. James has to get his big key, do Thieves and Desert. Tapadino has to do Thieves. And Dixon has the Crystal lead, but is on Master Sword.
Does have enough money for silvers, though. That looks like 200. Is that 210 rupes? Oh, I didn't realize that they were reseeding going into top 8. That's kind of weird. That changes everything. Taylor still have to beat Eastern? Or did they already beat Eastern? No, they still have. Okay. That'd be close. Dixon, the thing is, Dixon might finish ahead enough to make up enough time. Like, I don't know, it's hard to say. Desert Boss is quick to get to for James, assuming he hasn't done that yet.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the last crystal for Dixon.
This is going to be close.
Yes. And this is where, like, that Cold Stare Death really comes into play.
Yes, it is. This is where the nerves kick in, too.
Mm-hmm. The other point to make is this was a reverse 3-0. If Sai holds on to this and wins it, it'll be a reverse 3-0, which is kind of nuts. It's kind of nuts to pull off.
The Acai going for the reverse sweep. But we'll have to see. Acai, Dixon is going to Desert Boss. James is going to Desert Boss. Taylor's going to Cold Stare. And Tapadino's going to Blind. Tapadino is probably going to be the second one to Ganon.
Dixon still at Desert. Okay. This is a little bit closer then. I thought Dixon was done. I thought Thieves was the last one for Dixon, but this is a little bit closer now.
Was the last one for Dixon. I must not be able to count.
Well, that's good.
Right.
It makes it more interesting with how close it is, because now Tapadino's going to be the first one into Ganon. Well,
Dixon still might be.
Oh yeah, just slightly faster.
So, I like the 3 crystals held up simultaneously.
Nearly 4. And yeah, Ganon's in... Is Ganon in Kakariko?
Tapadino's spamming the shovel waiting for Blind to get back up.
That's something to do.
Unfortunately, I do think at this point there is a slight lead to Acai because Eastern is a quick run through. Thieves is not. But if you like close races, this is gonna be a good one. Samaria strats.
The Samaria strats didn't quite get the first double, and not going for it anywhere. Oh, I am beyond disappointed, but that's okay.
It teased us.
Oh, that would also been the perfect setup for that top left. Tapadino also not getting the 1-in-1, just even with the Tempered Sword, so handing some time back.
A little bit. But Tapadino is going to be the first one out of phase 2 because this is a free setup. Dixon has to be a little careful. He has 2 hearts left.
Yeah, I don't know what his bottle contents are either.
I think he still has that green based on how aggressively he's using that.
Yeah, assume so.
Oh, he has a blue. He's fine. Alright, we have our silver. Tepidino missed the first hit, so...
It's a triple, though.
Nope,
No,
that's
it doesn't get a triple. Has plenty of money. Alright, that's a dead Ganon for Tepidino. Dixon setting up for a triple here. Goes for the double, smart.
Does not want to clink with only one shot left in the quiver.
No, smart. Gosh, there was definitely a race in the past where someone lost because they missed a silver in this situation and didn't have enough money for another silver. But
down goes Ganon for Dixon, and down goes Crystal 7 for Taylor.
James not too far behind, but probably... Oh, man. Yeah, this is looking like Acai's game.
Our finishing times for our first two players are 1:45.18 for Tepidino and 1:45.42 for Dixon, which means that if Taylor finishes first, James has less than 24 seconds to close out afterwards.
And with gold swords, silvers, red mail, I can't imagine dropping this Ganon fight.
Yeah. 15 hearts, red mail. Yeah, we're already in phase 3. This is not looking good for Picanha right now. Because I don't think James can get through this Ganon fight in 20 seconds if Taylor wins.
The worst part is when your teammate finishes, or when you finish and you have to wait for your teammate and you're just staring at the race time room just hoping the other team doesn't finish.
Yeah.
It's not great. It's not a great feeling.
I apologize to the teammate I inflicted it on in week 1.
One more silver. It's gonna put down Ganon.
Okay,
right.
This is... Okay, and does Taylor get across this bridge?
I can't imagine he didn't.
Me either. But that's kind of the only major hope for James at the moment. And yeah, there goes. So 20-second timer starts now, basically. Unless
James starts pulling out some Ancilla nonsense that blows up Ganon right now, I don't think that's gonna happen. Or gets the rare quad silver up in the top left corner.
Yeah. No, yeah, and I believe that does set us up with a GG for Acai winning the series and going to round of 8.
Get your GGs in chat.
So, really though, Willard, this was a close race.
Yeah.
This was a fun one to call.
I really can't believe it came down to Smith Jade. And the fact that, like, Acai did most of the GT climb and all of Swamp Palace and still managed to turn this around. So, that's nuts.
With a Master Sword kill on Dixon to boot. And get your GGs in chat for James FNX and Pass Picanha.
You win.
With final averages being Past Picanha has a final average of 1 hour, 46 minutes and 52 seconds to Acai's 1 hour, 46 minutes and 32 seconds.
Jeez, that sounds about right.
So yeah, GG's to Acai and Past Picanha, giving us a very close race. And it looks like we've been joined by Dixon. We'll have to see if the other runners want to join us for a interview.
You know what this calls for? A fresh cup of coffee. I'll be right back.
While we wait to see if other people want to join, please follow the runners. They put on a great show. Thank you so much to Iceman F1 and Seiryu X are trackers today. Big shout outs to Willard J. Bradley joining me today for commentary. And welcome back, Dixon. If you are saying anything, we can't currently hear you.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, I was, yeah. I think you can hear me now, right?
Yep, welcome in, Dixon. GG's.
GG's.
So, Smith Chain.
Yeah, paid out again. I didn't believe it, but this time, who knew?
So, do you have any thoughts on this seat?
I think the beginning half was actually pretty quick, just to get like mountain access. That mirror spot was actually really annoying. I think that was like one of the regrets I had, like not picking up mirror a little bit earlier from Eastern, and then like being able to loop better stuff on the ground. I think I found absolutely nothing from like entrances trying to dig for like ice or GT and things like that.
I don't.
But then, oh, go ahead. Yeah.
I don't know if you did. No.
No, I don't think I did. So that was like, oh, well, this is a gigantic mistake. So then I ended up just picking up the Eastern Big and then making my trek back up, and Taylor was trying to pick up some of the slack there.
So, this puts you and your team at round of 8.
Yeah, round of 8. Didn't expect it. I know we were also like down. Yeah, we were down like 2 games to nothing in this set too. So it was pretty big of us to kind of like round out like the last 3 games. Really razor thin margins. Didn't expect it to be so close. I was like trying to figure out the math in my head too.
20-second average.
Yeah, it was crazy. I was like, oh man. So it's like you're just like waiting there in silence, just seeing if James finishes in time or not, and then. After a while, it was like pretty clear that, hey, okay, I think we have it in the bag now.
Yeah. But that said, from what I've heard, this means you guys are playing Amish Paradise next, I believe.
Oh, that's cool. All right. Yeah, I had no idea what the matchups were. I don't think we were playing Kabuki for sure. But Amish, yeah, looking forward to the match. That'll be really fun. Another 3 to 5 game series. We'll see how it goes.
I'm excited for that one just because Amish Paradise are some of my friends, so I'm excited to see some good rando.
Oh yeah, no, they're great opponents. I like watched I think a little bit of Dapper Warman before and Danny Music too. So really fun set. Looking forward to it.
But this does mean you are 1 series away from making Invitational. Joining me and Willard up there.
I don't think our team had any expectations of like even getting close. We were just like, okay, I think we have a good shot at making playoffs, and we'll see how it goes beyond that. So yeah, already I think this is a pretty good mark, but we'll just keep going and see how far it takes us. Yeah.
And I see Willard has rejoined us.
What I miss? Yeah, I mean, it's been fun watching you guys, especially from like last season. You know, you guys went 9-5, but didn't make playoffs because that was back when only I think top 3 made it into playoffs.
And
but
they were in an absolute death group.
But like putting up a 9-5 and not making play, like I'm really glad they went with the wild card scenario here.
Me too.
I think it, you know, more people making playoffs makes it more interesting, and you know, going 9-5 and not making it into playoffs feels kind of wrong. But yeah, GG's, and of course, good luck in the next round. It'd be cool. See who ends up making it into the Invitational and come hang out with the Smelly Kids.
Yeah, absolutely. GG's again to the other team, to Tapadino and James, and then also, you know, Happy New Year. You know.
Hey, GG's.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was a little bit late.
Gotcha. Yeah. No problem.
Welcome in, Tapadino.
Hey, GG's. I hope it was a good show. It was a lot of fun. Co-op modes are my favorite. So I'm not too worried. I was really excited about playing. We knew that Dixon and Taylor are really good. I mean, we're here, right? And hey, I guess mid-chain is something. It kills you. Sometimes it helps you. It happened. I'm not too worried about it. I had a lot of fun. I played a few leagues, and this is the one I can say I had the most fun by far. So
Nice.
yeah, we're from Brazil. We actually isolate ourselves quite a bit. We've been playing for years, and for some reason, we only play amongst us. And when PH and I said we're gonna form a team, and we found James, I admit I was a little bit worried playing with two people with a time zone of 5 hours.
Yeah, I
difference.
bet.
And it turned out great. It was the best experience I had with the league. The structure was great. The people we played with were great. And playing with these two people were by far my best experience with Randomizer so far.
Were all three of you kind of free agents that joined up, kind of thing, or?
So PH and I met about a year and a half ago because one of my friends from Brazil runs Chrono Cross. And it was like, this guy runs Chrono Cross, and I'm going to talk to him. And we started talking. He started playing Rando, and we became really good friends. And
That's
we're
awesome.
like, oh, we should form a team. Because somewhere along the line, I was like, yeah, maybe I should do something different from playing another full Brazilian team. And they're like, yeah, let's find James. And we found James. I think Fear Agent mentioned him to PH, and it was the best because it was a wonderful fit. He's a wonderful person, and there's a thing I like to say is that something is only important if somebody's bummed about it. And I mean, I guess I'm chill here because he's the one bummed this time, and it was really we really wanted to win. Let me put this straight. We gave our best, so we're really happy with Dixon, Taylor, and Tony, and I hope they get all the way to the end. I know for a fact who I'm cheering to the rest of the league.
Well spoken. Well said. Yeah, I mean, it's tough to be that close and then not make it, but I mean, there's nothing much you can do, but just prepare for the next one.
Exactly. This is the first league where I'm actually looking forward to the next one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad to hear that, Tepedino.
Other than that, oh, go ahead.
Oh no! I was gonna say something stupid. Go for it.
Oh, anything? What I was going to say was much better.
I just, with each league season, you never know who's going to come back for the Invitational. So you never know. There's always a chance that other open teams that didn't make it into the top 4 might still get an invite. So who knows? Who knows what happens? I'm not in charge. I literally don't know.
That's how I ended up in the Invitational. So
so anything's possible, and you guys definitely played like an Invitational team for sure.
Thank you. I really appreciate the compliment. I don't care which division we're playing, and I don't even know what's going next, but it would be really cool to play with these two again.
You better.
I would love to.
it seemed a lot like you guys had fun, and that's kind of what the league is about, is having fun with friends. Right, Willard?
Yes, I enjoy having fun with friends and winning. But especially the fun with friends part.
And winning.
And winning.
I played season 3, I think, and I played with 2 people where my team looked like 3 people that were really good rather than a team. And it wasn't a bad experience, but it wasn't the experience I want out of Randomizer. I am not that much of a competitive player.
Yeah,
So-
you were From's time. Yeah, I remember that
yes,
that season.
We made Invitational, and then the next season where I dropped out of the team for this exact reason. I did not want to play just be three good players playing a tournament.
Yeah, and, well, we don't have to go into what happened.
No. Hey,
I don't want to go into that.
I know that the preseason I wasn't there. Anything else is not my business.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's very important to sit down and just reflect on what you get out of racing this game or playing this game, and being able to look at a situation and be like, this isn't right. Let me take a step back, take a break, come back, join up with some other people, see how it goes, and then you end up having a blast. And looking forward definitely to seeing you guys come back next season.
Thank you. I appreciate all the work that SpeedGaming does. Thank you for giving your time with the tracking, with the commenting, so we can actually have fun and show people how we're having fun. I'm glad. I also glad that I didn't botch that hover. That's all I'm gonna say.
It was a good hover. Also,
I especially got laugh when you dropped down afterward and found a way to put it in logic.
yeah, that was,
I know, right? I was like,
that was perfect.
okay.
Also, if you end up watching this back, you're not going to catch the first 8 minutes. So just letting you know. For 7 minutes.
What about the first 7 minutes?
There was no first 7 minutes.
we had a few technical difficulties for clear for the runners as well. So the first 7 minutes are not available.
Okay,
okay.
I thought I had screwed up something.
No, you're good. You guys
Okay,
played great. But yeah, GG's to everyone, both teams, all the runners. It was a fun race. Didn't know how it was going to end, which is always a good one. And yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much for everything, and I'll see you in the future, hopefully.
Hopefully.
All right, Zeke. I guess, unless we have anything else to ask our runner.
I don't have anything for the runners. Just, I guess, follow SpeedGaming for more league content. Follow the league channels for more league content. Because we got an exciting round 3 coming up with the best of 8. And then, aren't we on best of... Correct me if I'm wrong. Aren't we going up to best of 4 up on Invitational as well?
Oh,
round of
top 4, round of 4.
Yeah. Round of 4. Not
Yeah. There's still the other side of the bracket, the Kakariko Village and Lost Woods side that hasn't been determined yet, but the Misery Mire and Skullwoods races are set, kind of. I don't want to say too much in case people aren't going to watch stuff.
Yeah, no, but watch for more exciting league content between SpeedGaming and the ALTTPR League.
That specifically. But yeah, GG's to Acai, Dixon Taylor, and... Oh, crap. What's the other guy's name?
Tony T. Young.
Tony T. Young. GG's to the 3 of them. And good luck in the next round to them. As we say goodbye to Tepidino PH and James. Until next time.
They'll be back. I have a feeling
they'll be back. It's been fun, Zeke. Thanks for the comms.
Thank you, Willard, for joining me.
And thank you, Iceman and Syria, for tracking this bad boy. Appreciate it. And of course, the SG setup helpers that hooked us up. So thanks everybody. We'll see you in the next one.
Have a good day, everybody.